Do comb days destroy rare shinies in Pokemon Go? That is the question I'm posing to you. Before we get into the video, please pause right here before you get into my thoughts, opinions, and track record. And let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think here? Because we obviously just had Noibat announced in Pokemon Go, which is going to be a shiny in the comb day. And previously, in a recent event, we had Noibat making its shiny debut in 7-kilometer eggs, which makes the Noibat right now relatively challenging to get, because I think I probably hatched around 100 7-kilometer eggs. I did hatch some Noibats, but I did not hatch a shiny. However, before we get into this, I just want to make sure and mention to you guys that whenever you are playing Pokemon Go, this is the #1 thing you always need to run through your head before you make a decision to invest in some type of shiny, some type of legendary, some type of anything. If at some point I go after that Pokemon and I do not obtain my outcome, meaning I don't get the 100% IV, I don't get the shiny, am I still going to be okay with the fact that I grinded for that Pokemon? Because in Pokemon Go, you really want to focus on the process and not so much the outcome. Because the outcome in Pokemon Go, unfortunately, is similar to gambling. It is not going to always come out, right? Obviously, the more times you do it, the more chances you have at getting that, but the chances in Pokemon Go do not build up as they do in other Pokemon games. Every single time you do hatch an egg, you have the same exact chance to get a shiny and the same exact chance to get a Noibat, and then you have to combine those in the 7-kilometer eggs to get the actual odds. So this is why I always say it in all my videos, because I don't want you guys to go all into Pokemon Go in like, oh, I'm gonna hatch all these, 150 7-kilometer eggs and I'm gonna get the shiny. You hatch all 150 and you don't get the shiny. And then you're like, well, this game's not really worth it. Well, in Pokemon Go, patience always pays off. #1 rule. #2, only act as if you are okay with just participating in the process, and the outcome is only just a cherry on top of the process. If you like to hatch eggs and you like to have excitement and you're okay with whatever happens at the end, such as myself, because I'm already vetted and I've vetted myself through all these scenarios so that I do not get upset about these situations, I was okay that I don't feel any type of way that Noibat Comb Day is coming out. I'm actually excited for it. I did not get the shiny. However, I do know other people that have the shiny and have gotten the shiny, and I've seen the comments, and you guys are like, oh man, it's kind of a bummer that Noibat's having a Comb Day. Similar to as is Gibble, similar to as is Dino, similar to as will be Axew. All these Pokemon, like I tell you guys, that's why I really strongly encourage you guys to listen to my messaging in all my videos, because I want you guys to be happy, to have fun, and to play Pokemon Go with success, and that's one of those things. So if we think about it here, Noibat has it coming out in February for Pokemon Go. If you want to see the full details, you can check it out. It is also going to be a Stardust boosted, and everybody that plays that day for an entire 3 hours, or if you want to keep going afterwards and do the Noibat raids as the 4-star, you can get for surely a shiny Noibat in Pokemon Go. So how does that interfere with the shiny rarity of Pokemon in Pokemon Go? I mean, obviously it makes these Pokemon not rare anymore, right? The Pokemon Noibat shiny will no longer be a rarity. So I have 2 thoughts on this. #1, I think that the amount of time in between the 7-kilometer eggs and the Comb Day for Noibat was a little bit unsettling for me. Typically, they will release a shiny and wait at least 6 months to a year before they're going to make it into Comb Day. Look at Dino, look at Gibble, look at Axew. We don't know if that's going to be for sure the June, but more than likely it will be the June. Gibble was released before Go Fest actually, and then it was able to be a shiny in the Go Fest, right? And then Dino was released in Go Fest 2021, and then 2022 it had a Comb Day, similar to around that Go Fest time, so that's a year. I think that there needs to be some type of incubation period where a shiny cannot be released into the wild, be semi-rare, and then go straight into it. I think if that was changed, like if you had the shiny Noibat for a year and it was a rare shiny for a year, I think that would be more than acceptable, and I think most of us would probably agree that that's okay. I also believe that after that year, it is totally okay to have the Comb Days. And for me personally, if you're in the right mindset, you will never feel this type of lack in Pokemon Go. So what do we do about this? #1, always act as if you are okay with just the process of catching or hatching or whatever the process is, raiding, if you do not get the desired outcome. Because for me also, it took 660 raids for me to see my first 100% IV Groudon. Then not too long after it, I was able to get a second one, so my odds are still above the average. However, the 1 in 256, it is still something that I am very proud of, and I really like, and I kind of enjoy those types of grinds. There's nothing that can take the specialness of a Pokemon away from you. Not in comparison to everybody else that's out there, because if we're always comparing to everybody else, we will always feel some type of lack, because I see people getting Shundo Reshiram, Shundo Zekrom, Shundo Salamence, all these things. Do I want those? Do I feel jealousy? Of course I feel jealousy. Of course I want those things. However, they're not my Pokemon, and my Pokemon are going to be special to me, as is everybody else's Pokemon are going to be special to you. So you going through and being one of those rare people to hatch a Noibat from a 7-kilometer egg, even though its value to the outside world will not go back. Nobody can take away the value of it for you in your game in Pokemon Go, because you did that. You went out there, you defied the odds, got ahead of the odds, or just grinded through it and were able to get one. So I think the name of the game here is to not take these things too personally, right? We're playing a video game. Yes, there should be rare shinies. I totally agree. I think there should be rare shinies in Pokemon Go that are hard to catch. However, think about Noibat. Noibat. It's been in the 7-kilometer eggs, but in the wild it rarely spawns. It's spawning during the dragon event, which was kind of exciting to get you another shiny, but then right afterwards the Noibat comes in, and I think that yes, this Pokemon Go did miss the mark a little bit on this one, letting it come to Calm Day too fast, devaluing the shiny. But at the same time, would you rather have a Whismur coming into Calm Day and have a less exciting Pokemon, or would you rather have a more exciting? Because think about it, we had Chespin, then we're having Larvitar, and then we're having Noibat, which is a pretty solid lineup for 2023 Calm Day. So for me personally, that's where I'm sitting at. However, I gotta just kind of think about where you guys sit at. You know, what do you guys think? Where are you at? Which do you want to see in Pokemon Go? A rarer shiny, or be able to have a Calm Day for rare shinies at some point, right? So you have to kind of weigh that in and take all that into perspective. And at the same time, don't get miserable playing this game, because number one, it's just a game. Number two, I know we're all emotionally invested in it, but you have to make smart decisions about the game. Patience pays off. Practice is a very important thing. And if you do operate in something and feel lack when you do not get it, more than just being like, oh, that's kind of a bummer, more like, oh my gosh, I think I want to quit playing this game, then you should reconsider why, how, and when you play this game in Pokemon Go, and make sure that you are centered in yourself, in your gameplay, because that is the most important thing in Pokemon Go. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all of my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, invitation to the next level, and see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and rating all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.